Yes guys, it's Jando. Today we're going to be looking at how you make a Simula style Womp bass in Xfer Serum. This is an old track that I'd kind of abandoned and stumbled across it today and thought this Womp bass is very kind of new school Simula style and definitely can be adapted into more Simula style. But yeah, so yeah, I'll show you the track and then I'll show you the specific bass that we're going to be looking at.
Some money.
Yes guys, just before we jump into the video, if you're interested in copying preset packs, sample packs, mix and mastering services and a bunch of other stuff, head over to our website, jumpup.dnb.com. I've got all of my stuff on there now that I finally launched it. We've got the shop, which includes all of the preset packs, sample packs, and it's also got mix and mastering services here. If you head over to the services tab, it will give you more information about the mix and mastering services. As well as what you need to do if you are going to buy them. Soon I'll put up all of my dub packs. My D&B masterclass will be up there very soon as well with a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, go over to jandodnb.com, check out all of the content, and nice one. So yeah, that's the track, and the bass that we're going to be looking at is this one. Can be definitely adapted into some very cool Simula style kind of bass, and that's the vibe that I'm getting. So let's start off by, we've got a fresh serum patch here, and I'll show you the key that we're working for this. This is the MIDI here, F and E. So yeah, we've got our post processing on the chain as well, but I've currently got it all switched off. We'll get into that after. So yeah, let's load up the serum patch and have a look what we're doing. So to start off with, we're going to drop the level on all of the oscillators. So we're going to drop on the sub oscillator, oscillator A and oscillator B. We're also going to take the random all the way down, of course. We're going to flick FM from B on, and then we'll sort that in a minute. But we're going to start off with our sub. So for this one, we're going to do this triangle wave here, and we're going to drop it -4 octaves. And then we're going to take the LFO1 and assign it to that, and then we're going to do the same for the level. Next we're going to go over to our shapes. So for this one we're going to have 2 sine waves, so we're just going to go into basic shapes. And now for the FM, we're going to put this at 57% and then drag LFO1 onto it and just pull that back slightly, probably to about, let's say 12. Then we're going to make our shape. So our shape's going to be a little bit different. We're going to go for a very subtle shape on this one. We're going to have something like this. And of course we're going to pick envelope as well. We're also going to turn on trip and push this to 140. Makes it a bit more snappier. But yeah, that's that. We're also going to drop the octave of oscillator A -1. And then we're going to head over to our filter, and for the filter this time we're going to look at the combs filter. I'm going to push this up very slightly to about 500-ish there. We're going to push the res all the way up to about 50%. We're just a bit over 50, yeah, in and around 50%. Then we're going to take LFO1 and assign that to the drive at, say, just under 15% there again. Starting to get that tone for it now, and we're just going to switch all of these on. Perfect. So let's head over to our effects tab now. So for the effects tab, we're going to do hyperdimension, distortion, compressor, and filter. That's the order we're going to have them in. So for the hyperdimension, we're going to turn down the rate. We're going to pull down the mix as well, probably to about between 5 and 10%. And with the drive, we're actually going to turn the drive down slightly to probably about 10%, and then we're going to change this to Stompbox. Next, for the compressor, we're going to boost the gain slightly to, let's say, 8. Turn on the multiband, and for this, we're going to go 86 on the highs, 144 on the mids, and 151 on the lows. Perfect. So now for the filter, we're going to go over to Flanges PHS 48 Plus. I'm going to set that to 610. 611 is fine. We're going to push the res up to probably about 45%. And now we've really got the tone of that there. So this is going to be, pretty sure this is it for the patch. It's not a very complex patch, but we're going to make up the rest of the sound in our post-processing. So with our post, obviously we've got our camel crusher, got our decapitator, we've got Fab Filter Saturn 2 on this one. So go over to the hip hop puncher preset, and I've not messed around with it too much, but here are the band levels anyway, so in case you want to copy these. Really, that's quite a good patch, quite a good plugin to mess around with, and you get some pretty good sounds out of it. Valhalla Supermassive, this is really good for stereo width. I use this quite a lot, and then double it up with Fab Filter Pro R as well. You can copy these settings down. And then we've got Pro Q. We're just taking off the low end, but we have boosted this kind of high section here very, very slightly, nothing crazy going on. And then we're just compressing, and then all together. And then with our sub bass as well. Very kind of Simula style bass. We do also have, I've got a return track on this, which is just beefing out a little bit. I can turn that off, and you still have the same sound there. So yeah, it's a pretty basic patch. It's nothing too complex or anything like that. But yeah, it's super cool. It can be played around with and messed around with a lot to kind of change this into more of a like a Simula style. It's just the foundations for a Simula style bass are there very much. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. Really helps. But yeah, head over to my store as well, drumandbass.com. I'm going to be putting a new sample pack up soon, which is going to be like kind of Simula style sounds, along with some other like jump up kind of sounds, all sorts of stuff really. So make sure you head over there, grab as much as you can. Not everything on that store is going to stay forever. A lot of it is limited copies, so if there's anything that you do want to grab, you'd rather grab it sooner rather than later. But yeah, nice one.